For them, they don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
No. Patriot.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And able to find Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he knocks it through. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's complete to Chris Conley. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Second down and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss going left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now they try the right side here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got it at the 15. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tano Passanio in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Dorsett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Detroit now. Detroit. 319.
Now back to throw. They'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. 399 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. To throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Wide open receiver complete. There he goes left side. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 67 yards. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. And
he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it. And how about this, a fake? Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Over! All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here we go on first and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
No, Jack, Patriot.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Broncos on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. A very solid gain of 27. As they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Santos out down. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the the 22-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. On first down, Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air, looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated, and they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. Now back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a